I think it's getting a little too late for those who are complicit.
That some were doubting you. Did you ever question, like,
No.
am I on the right path?
Oh,
By
no, I
saying,
never question that. Still don't. Never will. Um, God leads me to do everything I do.
Everyone knew he was the devil. He's been the devil for 30 years. He's been covered and protected by not only Clive Davis, but Lucien Grange. He was selected to be the demon that he is, to keep the culture in line so the industry could continue to rape it.
Stevie J should be charged. Mary J. Blige should also be charged. Jennifer Lopez should definitely be charged. Should I keep going?
you're hitting it off.
Jay-Z should be charged. Khaled should be charged. Rick Ross should be charged. Usher should be charged.
Something strange is going on in Hollywood. Ever since Diddy was arrested, certain celebrities seem to have vanished into thin air, completely disappearing from the public eye like they were never even there. And if you ask Jaguar Wright, she'll tell you exactly why.
Jaguar Wright was out there yelling and screaming, monster, 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 monster. And everybody kept saying, she's lying, she's lying, she's lying. Meanwhile, the monster is, where's the baby oil in the butt plug? Let's go!
Yep, the same people who stood beside Diddy for years are suddenly nowhere in sight. And according to Jaguar, Diddy might not be the only one feeling the pressure. Because this isn't just about one man. This is about a whole system of enablers who never thought they'd have to answer for what they were involved in. Jaguar doesn't just imply things. She calls people out directly. And if you think Diddy is the only one panicking right now, you couldn't be more wrong. Because now, the walls are closing in.
Oh, he's terrified. He's terrified. He's losing confidence everywhere. But the only confidence he's worried about keeping secure are those white boys that he worked for.
According to her, this is only the start. The dominoes are dropping, and more names are about to come to light. So where did all these celebrities go? Are they hiding because they've got something to fear? Or are they just trying to dodge the fallout that's coming? Let's break it all down. You might be asking yourself, how did Jaguar Wright manage to come out so boldly when these Diddy-type figures were allegedly taking people out left and right? I mean, we've seen what can happen to people who speak up. So how is Jaguar still here? Well, the answer is simple. She's been through absolute hell just to keep telling her truth. And believe me, she's paid for it.
The life of a true whistleblower, it is to choose to have a life with no real existence. You have to move like the wind.
Right.
You know, people, they say I'm homeless because they don't know where I live. But the truth is I live in 5 different states simultaneously.
Yeah.
See, I had to learn to play 3-card Monty with my life.
Yep.
Now, you might get all my addresses, but you're just going to have to figure out when I'm there.
Exactly.
But you have to think like that. Your life is constant contingency, contingency, contingency. And then the people that they pay to come into your life.
Mm-hmm.
Truth is there's nobody that comes in my life that doesn't go through a very, very, very rigorous vetting process. I gotta.
Right.
You got bad credit, we can't be friends. If you're in debt, we can't be friends. If popularity is what you're interested in, we can't be friends. Because see, these are all things that can be used to manipulate you. You got sick family members, I'ma pray for y'all from afar. Because you do anything to save their life, and the people that want me will pay anything.
See, that's exactly what they don't want you to realize. This isn't just about industry feuds or random social media outbursts. This is about powerful forces working non-stop to silence the people who refuse to play the game. And Jaguar, she's the last person who's ever going to fold. But let's make one thing crystal clear. Jaguar doesn't just throw hints around. She doesn't talk in riddles. No, She names names. And trust me, it's a long list. We're talking Barack Obama, J.Lo, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Stevie J, Eve, even royals and politicians. She is not holding back one bit. Stevie J, who is practically attached to Diddy at the hip, has gone strangely quiet. This is a man who feeds off attention, but lately he's barely been seen.
I'm gonna tell you who I believe is on the tapes. I believe Barack Obama got a tape.
Yeah, he's playing hide the hot dog.
I know Jennifer Lopez has multiple tapes.
Oh yeah. Oof.
I know Beyonce got a tape. I definitely know they probably recycled some old Stevie J and Eve stuff. I know Drake got a tape. I know Rihanna got a tape. I know Chris Brown's on one of them tapes. I know Trey Songz has been like a supporting actor in many freakoff films. Definitely Usher. I think what would shock people are the politicians. And the royals that were on that tape. And I'm still trying to figure out when Harry and Meghan are going to be honest about their freak-off tape.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody really wants to talk about the fact that the royal family had many times at Diddy party, especially that weirdo uncle. Stevie J should be charged. Mary J. Blige should also be charged. Jennifer Lopez should definitely be charged. Should I keep going?
I mean, you're hitting it off.
Jay-Z should be charged. Khaled should be charged. Rick Ross should be charged. Usher should be charged and tried with him. Or for Justin Bieber alone.
So for the people who think Jag is just making things up, let me ask you this. If Jaguar was only talking nonsense, then why is it that every time she speaks, somebody in the industry starts acting real suspicious? Why do the same names keep popping up around these industry scandals? Coincidence? Or is she really exposing something much darker? Because one thing is certain, Jaguar knows way too much. And if history has taught us anything, it's that people who know too much don't always get the chance to tell the full.
Uptown Records started with 5 people. Andre Harrell, I'll Be Sure, Heavy D, and Puffy. And Kim was the longest working employee because she was there from the very beginning. She was Andre's personal assistant. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only 2 left are Puffy and Al almost died. Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting.
Heavy D was found dead, face down in the heart attack. Andre Harrell, heart attack. Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms. And then right after that, Al had a meeting, and I was going to meet up with him because we were in Vegas, and then the next thing you know, you want to know what they all had in common, though? The survivors and the late of Uptown Records, they were all writing tell-all books. Andre was writing a book right before he died. Heavy D was working on a book before he died. Kim Porter was working on a book before she died. And Al B. Sure was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma. Has Puffy ever been in a coma? Has anything happened to him? He must be the luckiest because it seems like everybody that worked at Uptown Records from the very beginning
Think about it. All these powerful men in the industry gone. Careers destroyed. Lives ending in tragedy. But J.Lo, she somehow makes it through every storm and keeps moving like nothing ever happened. And according to Jaguar, that's no accident.
Why is nobody acknowledging Jennifer Lopez and her grand witch status?
Oh, yes.
Don't look me in my eyes. Yeah, because you're a witch and you don't want them to see what's hiding behind there. Now they're talking about the killing of the pigeons in the park and Diddy got off and all of that. Everyone who knows Jennifer Lopez knows she's very heavy into Santeria.
And her first husband has gone on the record and said that she does rituals and
She's a witch.
Animal sacrifices covered in blood. We also know that she was allegedly the gun mule for the club shooting.
For the shooting of Natanya Rubin.
Exactly.
And she's the one who threw the gun out the window.
And then they got Diddy off the hook. And then Shine Barrow was thrown into jail. And there's also a woman, allegedly, that sat and watched an underage child be by Diddy and another celebrity. And that was the night of the VMAs years ago when Diddy was with J.Lo. I looked it up. They were actually at least one of the after parties together. That's when she wore the famous white outfit, the stupid bandana.
Yeah.
Now, is it your opinion that she is the woman that sat and watched Diddy and another celebrity child, if that story is true?
I would not be surprised.
Jaguar has always claimed that J.Lo has been tied to more shady business than most people could even imagine. And that whole Ben 2.0 situation, according to her, that was just a cover story to help J.Lo make a clean exit. While the media stayed obsessed with her marriage falling apart in public.
But do you know who I would rather see a woman preside over? Jennifer Lopez. When she's finally held accountable for the part she played in the harm that was put on Natanya Rubin's life.
Do you think they'll bring up charges on Jennifer Lopez?
They better. She committed perjury. And the attorney that was representing the defense side of that suborned perjury. Last time I checked, there's no statute of limitation on perjury. We can start there. Let's bring Jenny to the cell block. She's been to every other block.
Sometimes they'll open up a case to bring light on other cases. Do you feel the Shine, the club night with him and Jennifer Lopez will come back to light?
Oh, absolutely, it has to.
And let's not skip over Kevin Hart. At one point, he was practically Diddy's shadow. Always at the same parties, always right there laughing along. But now Kevin has suddenly gone completely MIA when his name should at least be part of the conversation. So why the silence?
I have insider information on Diddy and Kevin Hart's involvement. I know this because I was on a TV show with a girl who was actively dating Diddy at the time. There I am. A quick Google search will tell you who she is. This girl was paparazzi'd with Diddy back in 2022-2023. Obviously, the cast was concerned about her because the Cassie lawsuit just dropped before filming. Now, the first week of filming just had to be Valentine's Day. Now, Diddy's girl got a very expensive bouquet of flowers delivered on Valentine's Day, but she refused to tell anybody who it was from. It's a reality show, so obviously drama went down. Diddy's girl decided to leave the house for a week. So my girl and I decided to break into her room to redecorate it for show purposes. Just playing along with the drama of the show, we were shocked by what we found.
Bro, there's no way. Bro. Oh my God, from Puff.
The flowers were from Diddy. Love, Puff. This sent my girlfriend into a spiral. As a woman, she was terrified that Diddy had our address. She let the girl know how she felt and put the card back where she found it. The girl told Diddy what happened, and then Diddy threatened production. So the Diddy girl started screaming at my girlfriend, saying that Diddy was going to sue her because of what she wrote on the note. worried that we were all going to discuss this sick shit that he was doing on our TV show. The fact that he wanted to silence a girl that he doesn't even know for writing on a note is absolutely insane. Production then pulled every cast member aside and instructed us to no longer have any Diddy conversation for the duration of the show. Diddy threatened to bankrupt our TV show and my girlfriend. We thought it ended there, right? But then Diddy's girl got mentioned in a lawsuit that came out publicly. When this went down, Diddy's girl happened to be in a fight with another castmate. Now that castmate just happened to be dating J.Lo's ex-boyfriend Casper. Diddy's girl was scared that the other castmate was going to use this Diddy stuff against her during their fight. So she decided to make a call to guess who? Kevin Hart. Now at the time, none of us knew it was actually Kevin Hart until later on. So Kevin Hart called Casper and threatened him to make sure he gets his girl in check on the show. Now Casper's girlfriend told all of us that Diddy's girl was also sleeping with Kevin Hart, who happens to be married with children and best friends with Diddy. Kevin Hart clearly made the call to Casper to ensure that Diddy's girl stayed quiet about the affair that him and her were having because once again, he's married. Kinda weird that Diddy and Kevin Hart are both sleeping with the same girl and threatening our TV show, isn't it? Now listen, I'm just an ordinary blue-collar worker from Jersey, okay? Who happens to be dating a famous OF model, which is how I got on the show in the first place. Now, I'm not a social media star, I'm not famous, I have no reason to lie about any of this shit, okay? Now, the only reason I'm telling you guys all this is because when I was in Hollywood filming this TV show, I went through some sick, twisted okay, so let me know if you guys want to hear about it all, because I'd be happy to make a part 2.
And let's not pretend to be shocked, because actor Vinny Buffa just dropped some explosive tea about how Diddy was allegedly passing girls around like party favors inside his inner circle. And guess what? Kevin was part of that circle. Now, this isn't just about friendship. Kevin and Diddy may have shared a whole lot more than just jokes and industry ties. And if that's true, then it would explain exactly why Kevin has suddenly disappeared.
What the hell are Diddy and Kevin Hart doing with the same girl? Said girl was named as a paid S worker in a public Diddy lawsuit which came out while we were filming. It makes me wonder what the hell is going on between the two of them. Because sharing the same alleged S worker is pretty sketchy. My questions are, why were Diddy and Kevin Hart, two of the most famous men in Hollywood, doing even in the vicinity of our low-budget, no-name Tubi show? Why were they going through such great lengths to silence people on such a small project? Shouldn't they not care? Isn't all this way beneath them?
This is why silence says so much. Because if Kevin truly had nothing to do with any of this, wouldn't he be out here condemning the allegations like everybody else? Instead, he's gone ghost. And in Hollywood, that usually means one thing. There's something to hide. Now, if there's one person who has been tied into Diddy's empire longer than almost anyone else, it's Jay-Z.
You believe Jay-Z's worse than Diddy? And I believe
Absolutely.
that. Do you believe he's higher up, in the food chain above?
Now
Diddy?
he is. Now he is. He wasn't, which is why I know he's doing everything that he can do to play both sides against the middle, to make sure that Diddy goes down and he stays clean.
Do you think he's scared right now? Do you think Beyonce's scared?
Oh, absolutely. Did you know that Tony Busby, the lawyer that's doing all the Diddy lawsuits, just got sued?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
By a prominent figure. They're trying to make everybody believe it's Kevin Hart. But the funny thing is, the lawsuit that's suing Tony Busby, Spiro is a partner. And Alex Spiro is Jay-Z's personal lawyer.
Oh, so it's probably Jay-Z then that's doing the suing.
Of course they'd use Kevin's name.
Well,
But it ain't Kevin. Why is Alex Spiro popping up everywhere? He got Alex. He got Alec Baldwin off of a crime he didn't commit, and everyone is heralding him to be this amazing lawyer. He's not an amazing lawyer. It was a stacked deck, and he knew when to pull the right card to make it look like everything went away. But the truth is, Alec Baldwin was a patsy to cover up for why they actually had that woman killed.
Jaguar correctly predicted that Jay-Z would be the one to go after Tony Busby, the lawyer representing Diddy's alleged victims. Not Kevin Hart, not any of these smaller players, but Jay-Z himself. Why? Because let's be honest, big sharks always use the little sharks as scapegoats. That's how they stay protected at the top. And while everyone was busy thinking Kevin was the one pulling strings behind the scenes, Jaguar says the real mastermind was HOV. But here's the twist. Jag is convinced Jay-Z won't escape forever.
Now getting extra scrutiny is Ellen DeGeneres. So between 2006 and 2022, Combs appeared as a guest on DeGeneres' daytime talk show more than a dozen times.
17 times! I've been on the show 17 times!
And during his first appearance in 2006, Combs wasn't really shy about sharing private details.
I'm definitely a nighttime person.
What time do you stay up till?
I stay up till like maybe 6 in the morning. I'm back up at like 10:30, 11.
6 in the morning. What do you do every night till 6 in the morning? You don't go to clubs every night.
No, I make love a lot. And,
That's
Ellen,
my favorite answer ever.
Many clips of his guest spots have resurfaced recently, including discussions between Combs and Ellen about his infamous parties.
It'll go from like 9:30 to like maybe 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And then, we have the top 2 floors of the hotel.
Mm-hmm. And then it will carry on there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then the after party.
Mm-hmm. No, I know about them.
And years later, Combs said he wanted to attend one of Ellen's parties.
I have to arrive fashionably late.
All right. Not too late, though.
Not too late?
Not too late, please.
What time would you like me there?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But not too late. Because, once you get there, the party really starts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I promise you I'm not going to let you down on this big one.
All right,
For
good.
real.
Good.
Your shoes, your feet are going to have blisters. You're going to be dancing so hard.
I can't wait.
Now, the two seem to kind of dance around the apparently open secret that Combs' parties were beyond wild, with reports of drugs and multiple participants and more. And as the allegations against Combs have mounted, many have called his interviews with Ellen now creepy.
So no money on you?
It's just a little bit of money on me.
Oh, you do have money on you. Lord have mercy. Where are you going after this? It's all 20s. Where are you going after this? What are you doing?
You know we doing what we plan to do, girl.
Let's not forget, Diddy was never subtle about the company he kept. He was loud, arrogant, and made it obvious he didn't care who saw what. So why did Ellen think she could have decade-long ties to him and somehow avoid scrutiny?
There is a difference between a wild party and something that is criminal. Okay, there's a difference between having a great time and something that's an illegal freak-off. And having said that, remember when I told you about those freak-offs, right? Cassandra Ventura, as well as prosecutors, said in legal filings that people forced to participate would often have to get IV drips to recover from exhaustion and prolonged drug use. Well, in 2016, Combs appeared on stage with blue gauze around his arm and explained that he was just getting an IV drip backstage. He'd apparently arrived at the studio with it.
They said that I would have to stay. I said, no, I have to go. I said I could pull it out myself. So I walk in and I'm talking to Ellen. I have the IV and then the blood is going down. I start to panic. I go into the bathroom and I pulled it out myself and I just made it here and I love you.
I love you too.
So of course the natural question is, what was going on right before this tape?
Ellen's downfall didn't just stop with her show being shut down. Not long after people began connecting the dots between her and Diddy, her famous DJ, Steven Twitch Boss, tragically took his own life. Coincidence? Maybe. But a little too convenient? Absolutely.
Ellen, that moment where she tried to help Diddy, help Chris Brown and yada, 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 and then gave him the that gross nickname that was found on Twitter. Yikes. What are your thoughts on Ellen? Do you think misunderstood hero or is she a villain?
Degenerate.
DeGeneres. And not because she's lesbian, because I'm bisexual. I remember that Ellen episode. It was very groundbreaking, and I hated the way they shamed her. I hated the way they shamed her, but she did what everybody else does. She conformed. And, you know, Ellen has her own proclivities, but right now, I'm on, I hate Ellen over Twitch. Like, I'm never going to get over Twitch. I'm never going to get over the fact that even in this new special that she did, pretty much telling everybody to kiss her ass and love her because she made nice look cool, even though she's a like, I'm mad that there was no acknowledgement or even honoring Twitch. Like, I don't know if anyone has noticed, she's pretty much acted like Twitch never happened.
It's tragic what happened to Twitch.
I don't understand how Harvey Leviathan was able to get to the scene of the incident so quickly, because it was supposed to be an ooey idol, right? Last time I checked, you know, people don't text TMZ and say, hey, I'm about to unalive myself. Can you be here?
And let's not forget one of Diddy's most famous ride or dies, Oprah Winfrey, whose absence is also getting called out by fans. You may have noticed that ever since Diddy was arrested, Oprah seems to have gone completely off screen, and that's raising some serious red flags.
I don't get it. I don't understand. I wish she would just come out the closet. Like, she's really taking this, you know, don't ask, don't tell too far. And she ain't never been in the military.
Well, she is a snake. Like, there's no bigger snake than Oprah. Because I cover Michael Jackson. I'm curious your thought. I believe Michael Jackson's actually innocent. I've been doing a whole documentary.
Although Michael Jackson is innocent, they targeted him. And for her to play in his face while he was alive, those boys to discredit him, and then her to bring it back right after he passed away. The way she did Luther Vandross when he passed away. The way she just, you know, exploited him laying in that bed. I mean, the way she did, the way she does the way she's doing Taraji P. Henson. I think she should be, like, tried in the court of public opinion for what she's doing to poor Fantasia. It's sad.
If there's one thing we've learned from Jaguar Wright, it's that she doesn't speak unless she believes she has receipts. So the real question is, why are all these celebrities disappearing at the exact same time? Are they simply laying low, or is there something much bigger happening behind the curtain? Because if history has taught us anything, it's this. People who know too much don't always get to tell the entire story. And Jaguar, she seems to know everything. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think these celebrities are really hiding something? Or is this just Hollywood being Hollywood? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because trust me, this story is nowhere near over.